breath away. It's what they all say. 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 Hey. Take me downtown, yeah. Take me downtown, yeah. Hop aboard. Take me downtown, yeah. Hop aboard. Take me downtown, you go say. You go sail on the Iron Sea. Take a look at that sunrise. Yeah, you can't believe your eyes. Yeah, that's what we all find. It's what they all say. It's what they all say. It's what we all say. It's what they all say. Hey. Take me downtown, yeah. Take me downtown, yeah. Hop aboard. Take me downtown, yeah. Hop aboard. Take me downtown, you go sail, 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 sail. We gonna sail, 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 you gonna sail on the Iron Sea. You gonna sail on the Iron Sea. You gonna sail on the Iron Sea. You gonna waiting on a sign, something from above, waiting on yourself, find someone to love, find someone to love, find someone to love, find someone to love, find someone to love. It could be her. Could be me. Open up your eye, little girl. Teach yourself to see. Find someone to love. Find someone to love. Find someone to love. Find someone to love.
How y'all doing? Yes. Oh my God. You are a great, beautiful crowd. Welcome to Live Sex San Francisco. Yes. I love it. My name is Luna MALBROUX. I'm going to be your host tonight through this magical ride of exploration of all things lesbian sex. Yeah? Yeah. A little bit about me. We have a lot to talk about. First of all, this is our 1-year anniversary show. Congrats to that. Congrats to that. Who has been here at the show before? Yeah? Raise your hand. Yeah. Yes. All right. One thing about me, if you don't know, now you know. I'm from Louisiana, so we like to have a good time, okay? All right. So shout out to the people here who have been here before one time. Who has been here twice? Twice? All right, I got something for you. All right, who's been here 3 times? Oh, more? 3 times? Up there, easy. Who's been here 4 times? Look at y'all lie. I've had 3 shows. Just kidding. No. Who's been here 5 times? This guy winning. There you go. 6 times? No. Well, you can always come back for more. We love to have you back. We're a show. It's all about friends with benefits. So glad that you're here. Who's here to laugh? I'm just curious. You here to laugh? Come on in, booze. Don't be scared. Who's here to learn some shit? Anybody want to learn some shit tonight? Get your mind explored. I gotta let y'all know something. All right. I started this thing. It was like my vision. I did it for several reasons. One, I really wanted to create the proper platform for a grown woman to talk about her pussy. Okay, I had to figure it out. But because this is the thing, a lot of comedians like to talk about their vagina. It's kind of a thing. But I felt like mine deserves more of an epic ballad. You know what I mean? Felt like it deserves like an orchestra, like a real kind of deserving thing. Like I feel like my pussy's the kind of thing that kids will be forced to read about in 200 years, you know? Like it'll be like required 9th grade reading. It'll be like the Beowulf of the 3000s, you know? Teachers will be like, "Gather ye round, children. Let me tell you a tale of a dark and mysterious place where only the bravest men have dared to enter, where only the most cunning of women have risen to the challenge, where only the brightest neon of vibrators named after woodland creatures have journeyed. Dare I say, ye children, only the heartiest of vegetables have survived its clutches, you know? That kind of thing. Shout out to my roommate in the house. Hey, roommate. Hope you enjoyed that vegetable soup. It's good. No, it's good. No, it's funny because for someone who does a show called Live Sex, I don't have a lot of sex, y'all. I'm going to keep it real. I know. Don't look. The thing is, I'm just going to be real. I'm very public about this. Like, I'm kind of into BDSM. It's kind of my thing. It's okay. It's a safe space here. Yeah, it's fine. The thing is, sometimes I work hard, you know? Sometimes I'm tired. And sometimes I'm confused. I'm like, is this BDSM or am I doing TaskRabbit right now? Like, you know, like what's happening? You know, I had a long day. I don't necessarily want to be like, Luna, now get me a glass of water. Now, turn the channel. You're standing up. Like, goddamn, motherfucker, am I an indentured servant? Like, what the fuck is happening, you know? Like, what's really going on? Also, I realized that maybe I'm getting old because I just like to schedule my sex. I just like to know when it's going to happen. I like to know. But let me tell you something. I'm 30, and 30's not old. I want to let y'all know. 30's not old. Sidebar here. I feel like you're only old when you're dead, first of all. But I know I'm getting older because I like to schedule my sex. And also I'm at this point in my life where I watch Disney movies now, and I really feel for the villains. Like, I just understand and sympathize with the villains, you know? I just feel that. Because, first of all, you know, let's look at Sleeping Beauty. You know, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? I get that. I do that shit on Instagram every day. You know what I mean? I'm like, tell me, motherfucker, is it me? No, it's not you, Luna. No, it's not. It's fine. No, and let's look at Ursula, okay? Ursula, a woman of color. First of all, woman of color, under the sea, just grinding, just trying to do her thing. Ariel comes along, not loving herself for who she is, first of all, wanting to let everything go for a man. And Ursula's just like, I can make money off of this. I feel like I'm really oppressed under King Triton. I just got to do what I need to do. So yeah, can we give a round of applause for Ursula? Let's give it up for her. Doing her thing. Yeah, so I'm like a land Ursula, if you will. Just doing my thing. And I really wanted to create a show where we talk about consent. I feel like it's necessary to do that, even if it's a comedy show. And I really was thinking about it. I'm like, I want to talk about consent, but I don't want to force it down anybody's throat. You know what I mean? Or maybe I do. Maybe you were asking for it, right? Maybe you were asking for me to talk about consent. Maybe I'll just wait, till it's 10:30 on a Friday night. Maybe you're drunk, Wait till you're drunk. Wait till you fall asleep. Talk to you about consent. You'll wake up. You won't remember anything, but you'll feel different. That's kind of show this is. That's a rape joke. That is appropriate, by the way. Just so you know, what does one look like? That is that. That is what that is. But I'm so glad that you're all here for this journey. We have a beautiful show in store tonight. Like I said, I'm your host. We have gift bags that we're giving away. I hope you got some raffles. You bought your raffle tickets? Well, Spencer will be out and about doing that. We also have books out here for sale if you want to buy those. We got that. We also have a message of solidarity and love if you want to show your love for Pride. It's a community here. It's a community. And on that note, while you're here sitting down, because I can't stand this shit, turn to the person on your left and right and behind you and say, hey, because you're in this ride together. You know what I mean? Say, hey, show some love. That's what we got. We got that. We got that. Kicking this off the stage. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Oh, y'all are very, very obedient audience. I said, say hey, and you're all like, hey. You could have said hi. You could have said, what's up? You could have, could have been outside the box. Could have done that. Yeah. I love it. We have a very obedient audience. Well, I'm ready to get this show started. Are you ready to get this show started? This is a comedy talk show, but I think it's very important in doing any type of art that you explore the full range of emotion, that you come together, you explore the full range of humanity. And with that, one of our artists tonight at every live sex show, we always have a mix of different arts. We have an artist, Trixie Lamont. Give it up for Trixie. Who will be first starting off the night with a tribute to the souls that we lost in Orlando and those that are still there. So please give it up for Trixie Lamont, everybody.
There is the sun. There is the moon. We come here to dance, to celebrate our lives, liberation in our sweat, in our moves, in our vibrations. All is possible here. I can still feel your body up against mine, dawn just arriving, the azan call to prayer ringing in our ears, the earth dry and cracked, our bodies sweet sweat, told from childhood that we could never be, that bodies that look like ours, that hold our different skin color, our gender, our faith, could not touch in this way. And yet, here we are. As the sun just starts to peak in the sky, the call to prayer fills our ears. In this country, occupied by another country, our bodies are occupied by society's standards of beauty, told some are less and some are best, and we internalize these messages too much. And I can feel the all of you encircling the all of me. Our body parts we claim as our own, create new names for parts named by people we have never met. My culture, stripped into whiteness, once had 7 genders. My skin looks like your enemy, yet you hold me here. Sometimes I am amazed any of us can be friends, yet alone lovers. So much has been destroyed and taken from all of us in different ways. There is no pride in my skin color. I don't want to claim my whiteness. I want to claim the culture I had before my culture became white. There are days I have to remind you that I am not going to harm you because I carry the mark of ancestors who did. There are days you have to remind me that body parts do not equal violence. There is the sun. There is the moon. We always find each other on dance floors in music, in notes so loud we can forget we were told our bodies don't belong, because here they belong. And these nights are ours, and we dance until dawn, our flesh laid into each other, writing stories on bare skin. We create endless possibility. We imagine that freedom is a reality, that we are safe here when we know your body is at stake every place in this state for generations. Hands up, don't shoot, cop violence, slavery, lies of supremacy. I am amazed that we can wake up every day in this sickness and make it to work, to play, to care, to love, to live, to be. Just before the azan call to prayer, just when I was waking up to touch your hair, to slide your hand down my leg, shots rang out. Pulse. I can feel your breath and your heartbeat. Pulse. We will never be the same. Pulse. The club was our heaven. Pulse. The club was all of our heaven. Bodies massacred. Bodies of color massacred. Bodies of queerness massacred. I can tear at this skin. I can stay in my house. I can lie incredibly still and hope this nightmare ends. Or I can dance. Wake up. There are no words to make it better. Just my skin on yours. Just our bodies. Just this radical act of our love. Just our existence is resistance.
I didn't hear the alarms. Now I'm down on my knees, alone in the dark. I was blind to your game. You fired a shot in my heart. Took me to heaven, let me fall down. Now that it's over, I'm gonna carry on with love.
Give it up for Trixie, everybody. Doing her thing. So beautiful, so beautiful. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Trixie just like led us in feeling every single emotion. We were dancing. I was dancing. I was also checking out who had rhythm and who didn't. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all were doing that too. Like, that's the thing about San Francisco. I feel like people here are such awkward dancers. You know? I think that's the thing. Let me tell y'all. Back in Louisiana, I was recession-proof, okay? You know what I mean? Pussy pop it on. Y'all don't even know what that means. Pussy pop it on handstands. You don't even know what that means. Right? I could do shit like that. I feel like I've been in San Francisco so long, I just dance like this now. I'm like, all I know how to do is just be awkward. I'm like, is this what we do? We're just like awkward? Is that it? Is that cool? Is this cool? Awkward is cool? Cool. I think it's a great time right now, since I'm moving around, to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Tatiana Boutique, who gives me clothes for this show, which also makes me want to thank another sponsor, inherent sponsor, Spanx and Jesus, for allowing me to wear this dress. Wouldn't have been possible without Spanx, Tears, and Jesus, y'all. So give it up for them as well. Give it up for them as well. I want to shout out Spencer, who came out here and helped clear things out. Spencer, come on out. He also has raffle tickets if anyone wants to buy more raffle tickets. He's doing his awesome, amazing thing. He's coming around. I think I heard some woos. Maybe, no pressure. We're all staring to see how generous you are. It's just one of those things that we do. I'm so curious. How did you hear about the show? What brought you out here tonight? You work here? Well, that's lovely. Anyone who's not forced to be here right now, who's currently at work, yeah, how did you hear about the show? Yeah! Fuck yeah! I love it. And I hope you found what you're looking for. The orgy happens after the show, don't worry. I was thinking about renaming the show Live Sex from Live Sex Come Laugh With Us to Live Sex SF, the most disappointing show in San Francisco. You know? Like, people come here and just like, well, my dick is out. I don't know what to do. There's a show called Live Sex. My dick is out. I don't know what's happening. And then people always ask me, why'd you name it Live Sex? Why'd you do that? And I have to be real. Because it didn't disappoint my father enough as a kid. You know what I mean? And it was just like, oh, I didn't disappoint my father. How could I really gut punch his ass, you know, as a grown man with a bad heart? How about this, Daddy? I'm doing a live sex show. There you go. But I had to explain to him, I had to break it down to him that I'm doing this show because I'm a feminist. Any feminists out here? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me ask that question differently. Who the fuck is not a feminist? Who the fuck ain't? I dare your bitch ass to say that in here. Bitch ass. Non-feminist. We can be feminists in different ways. We don't always have to be feminists in the same way. The way I'm a feminist could be different than the way you are a feminist, sir. I suck a lot of dick. Do you know what I mean? Could be, maybe not. But I do it for you women, okay? I suck dick for women. Everyone has a cross to bear, okay? I do it because generally women live in a world where there's so much shame, and I'm like, if I do this hard enough, maybe one day women can live in a world where there's no shame, all right? Thank you. I think if I'm taking a toll for you, ladies, I at least deserve some validation here. But then I thought about it, and I was just like, oh, I talk about sucking dick way, way more than I actually suck dick. You know what I mean? Because at first I was just like, oh, I'm so good at sucking dick. It's going to be like, I'm like the Rosa Parks of sucking dick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be like Black History Month special one day, like Luna, paved this way. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, should I just talk about it? Which, if you know your civil rights leaders, makes me more the Jesse Jackson of sucking dick, if you know about that. Anyway, that was called masterfulness. I was just giving you time to buy raffles from Spencer, okay? All right, just off the cuff. You like that? You like it? So thank you so much for supporting. All the proceeds from the raffle will go to victims of Pulse and their families. So give it up for yourselves for being so generous. I'd love to keep the show going by bringing up another amazing, talented performer who's also one of the co-producers of this show. Please give it up for Miss Ash Fisher. I was about to say Miss Ash Spencer. Here you go. Woo! Love it.
I know you don't know me, but I feel like I can get more applause. Hi, Live Sex. Woo! Yeah, I mean, I wore garters for you. Come on. All right, they're for someone later, but you get to enjoy them first. Hi, I am a dear friend of Luna's. I love Live Sex so much. I run a show called Man Haters. Don't hate me, just give me time, give me a minute, yeah. Every fourth Thursday at the White Horse in Oakland. So we were collaborating for this Pride show. Luna was in it last night. She killed it. And I tonight was like, what am I going to do? Like, I don't want to do stand-up. I want to do something different. And I found a performance piece I wrote when I was 19. I am 30 now. I have not looked at it. I didn't want to edit it or second guess it, so I have it on my phone. And I really have not looked at it since I was 20 years old. So for a little context, I wrote it back when I was a baby dyke in college. I went to NYU as a theater major. I'm the worst. And yep, got my BFA in theater. Sally Mae will never let me forget it. And I was in a feminist performance studies class. Because of course I was. And for our final project, we didn't have to take a test. We had to write some bullshit performance piece because theater school is pretend. So, unedited, unseen for 10 years. It was so hard for me not to get spoilers like all week long. And also it meant I didn't have to do much work to prepare for this show. I'm a busy lady. I'm pretty famous, guys. I get recognized a lot from Tinder. But, so, without further ado, I give you 19-year-old Ash's feminist performance studies piece. Oh, it's called Coming Out. Yeah. You get it. You get it. Coming Out, a practical guide for lesbians. So you finally admitted you're a dyke. Congratulations! What took you so long? Growing up pretending to be straight is very difficult. In this heteronormative society, there is no frame of reference for gay people. How should we look, act, talk, and walk? There are many coming out resources to help ease you into your transition. However, it's all bullshit. This is the only pamphlet with the hard facts that reveal what it takes to be a good dyke. Apparently, I knew everything like 2 months after I came out. If you follow these rules, you'll be well on your way to becoming a bitter, man-hating, fat, ugly, depressed dyke. Bon voyage. Step 1, please follow these do's and don'ts for the early stages of your coming out process. Don'ts. Don't tell frat boys at bars. You are their wet dream. They will not leave you alone. This is held true. Don't talk about LGBT issues candidly and publicly. Straight people hate this. Don't be surprised if more guys start hitting on you than ever before. Heterosexuals love a challenge. Do's. Stop dating boys. Right now. You will be excommunicated from the lesbian community should you even think about touching a penis. And we'll know if it crossed your mind. Tell people you are a lesbian. Tell everyone. It's important. Everyone loves a woman who speaks her mind. And what do our minds say? Hi, I'm a lesbian. Start reading The Advocate. Oh man, this is dated. You should always keep abreast of the latest tactics straighties use to oppress us. Okay, that's the easy stuff. Now you have to look the part. Step 2, appearance. It's makeover time. Grab some scissors, a few trash bags, and a sterile needle. Shave your head or trim your hair into a sexy mullet. Throw out any dresses. Oh, whoops. Skirts, anything with lace or ruffles, and basically anything pink, double whoops. You may save one magenta shirt if you wish, provided it's so dark it's almost red. But it's better not to risk it. 6 words: body hair, body hair, body hair. Oh, some consistency here. Flannel is in, body hair, body hair, body hair. Lesbians find it incredibly erotic. So go natural. Long, flowing, curly armpit hairs, hairy bare legs, and coarse, matted pubes. Hot. Number 4, flannel is in danger of becoming extinct thanks to atrocious fads like the L word. Invest in an exclusively flannel wardrobe ASAP. It's sweaty in the summer, but at least your chest will proudly scream that you're a big homo. Please dispose of all high heels, jeweled flip-flops, and platforms of any type. The following footwear is permitted: Birkenstocks, combat boots. End of list. Number 6, start eating. The great thing about being a dyke is you get to be fat and ugly and not care. Yeah. Number 7, discard all jewelry and makeup, save one small stud. See next instruction. Number 8, pierce something. Suggestions: your right nostril, eyebrow, or clit. You're well on your way to becoming a genuine dyke. I hope you guys are taking notes. Anyway, 'cause I'm not recording this. Now that you'll be beating women off with a stick, please do not actually beat women. It's politically incorrect. You need to know how to beat them off in other contexts. This brings us to step 3, sex. Oh, hey, this show's called Live Sex. I'm really glad I mentioned it. Yeah. Oh, man. Number 1, lesbians do not fuck. We build furniture and rewire lamps as foreplay, which culminates in the ultimate act of lovemaking. Selected feminist poems read aloud, followed by a quiet nap. You may be saying, but I'm attracted to girls, I want to fuck them. First of all, it's degrading to women to call them girls. You need to know that. More importantly, women do not get horny, and 2 girls cannot have sex. Didn't you pay attention in sex ed? You're not a man, therefore you're not a sexual being. End of story. Okay, so now you look like a dyke, and you're probably starting to think like one: angry, hostile, asexual, and power drills. But how does a lesbian act, you say? And I just heard someone say that. There are several easy guidelines. How to be yourself. Number 1, do not talk to men. You hate them. Gay men are no exception. They are just oppressors with better haircuts. I gotta say, I'm like really impressed with my teenage self at that line right now. Exception: yelling and intimidating men whilst playing contact sports. This exception should only be invoked in desperate circumstances, such as your entire softball team being out of commission with PMS. Number 2, be tough. Don't cry. Affect a swagger. Be a man. I mean, we hate men, but we look and act like them. I'll explain that in a future pamphlet. Number 3, don't smile much. Look angry. If you're not angry, you're not paying attention. Everyone hates us. Fight back. We are victims of this oppressive patriarchal society, and we must fight for the rights of our vaginas. Number 4, say the word vagina a lot. It makes people uncomfortable, and it'll make you giggle on the inside. Vagina. Number 5, go to pride parades. This is topical. It's a rule you'll find in any gay pamphlet. Number 6, you must purchase Indigo Girls, Melissa Etheridge, and/or Ani DeFranco CDs and paraphernalia. You can order a kit for $100 from my website. It's a box of music, t-shirts, and posters spanning several years that will make you seem like a lifelong fan. Number 7, gay, 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 gay. Your whole life should be about being gay. There is nothing more important than the fact that you don't have some of the basic human rights afforded to all straight people. As soon as you start to feel happy, Remind yourself that happiness is impossible in a man-ruled world. Yeah, no, that's not that funny. Now, some of you may not be positive you are a dyke. Maybe you're bisexual. Maybe you're bi-curious. Maybe it's just a phase. Nope, sorry. If you've ever been attracted to women, you are a lesbian and you need to start identifying as one. Nah, I didn't make the rules. There is nothing more important than embracing your lesbian identity. What about cancer? Lesbians are more important. Love, lesbians. Children, dykes. Ending world hunger, vaginas. Saving the rainforest, vagina! I hope this cleared up all your questions. Do not contact me with problems unless you followed every single guideline with no mistakes. If you hate yourself and are extremely unhappy, you are doing something right. That was Ash Fisher, circa 2005. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Welcome new people too. I don't think this mic is working, but okay, we're working. I was about to
Hey.
say I'm loud as fuck anyway. I don't really need a mic. So Ash, thank you for sharing that beautiful piece.
Oh my
love
God,
it.
I was so nervous
What-
and I was like, what? Well, I wonder what I said.
Yeah. Was there anything that surprised you? Anything that was like, oh shit?
Well, make me sound like a narcissist. I was more like, good job, Ash. Like, I would write something like that today. Like, it was like, really, it's satirical, by the way. Like, if that. What's interesting is that, like, I wrote that, it was in response to how I felt. I think that was actually about a year after I came out, and I just felt like a lot of pressure from queers at school and just in the world of like, there's just like one way to be queer, and I was upset about it. And still, like 11 years later, I often feel like I'm not queer enough, and I like produce fucking like queer comedy shows, and like my life like is homosexuality, and I still feel gay. I still feel very. I don't know. I'm sure. Do we have any queers in the house? I often feel very policed for almost everything I say, and I work really hard not to do that to others, but I feel like I wish we weren't so hard on each other, and it makes me a little sad. I'm like, wow, I feel the same way, like over a decade later. Yeah.
Anybody else feel that way? Anyone resonated? Yeah, well, thanks for getting that out. I mean, bring it up, you know? It's good that you
We're
shared
so hard
it again.
on each other.
Yeah.
I'm a lot hotter than I was at 19.
Woo! Like a fine wine.
I'm pretty excited about that. Should have brought pictures.
Oh, okay. That's all, you know. I mean, what's beauty anyway, Ash, other than
It
how
wasn't
we-
my waist-length, natural blonde hair, my maxi skirts, and my Birkenstocks.
Yeah. Well, what we have here is a beauty. I just don't want to objectify you. Okay, we're
Why
being
not?
we're being recorded. I'll objectify you
Oh,
later.
cool. Okay. I got like a half hour to kill after this show.
All right, let's do it.
You can
Let's
come
do-
4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got this. Oh, hi, audience.
Oh my gosh. Hi. You're
Well, it
still
is live
here.
sex. You did come to see something. I think are you ready to bring out our other guest?
I am ecstatic to bring out our next guest.
I'm so excited. So one of our panelists, who's also the headliner, she's just going to be joining us in a quick chat, is amazing. She's been all over TV. You might have seen her on Nickelodeon Mom's Night Out. She opens up for Kamau Bell. She's opened for Trevor Noah.
That's a big
But
deal.
you know what? She's more amazing than all of them. I said it. Come on out, Corinna Dobbins. Come on out. Welcome to the stage. So glad to have you.
I don't know if okay, it's on.
What's going on, Corinda? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Glad that you are finally here on my live sex couch.
Thank
That's
you.
such a
I've,
creepy thing to
I've,
say.
I've always wanted to be on a live sex couch.
Well, here you go. Here you go. So, do you have any memories of what you were like when you were 19? Ash was just talking about her 19-year-old self. What comes to mind for you?
At 19, I was having sex with a lot of the guys.
Mm.
You know, just trying to find my way.
And you found your way.
Eventually, yeah, they let me to my true self.
They led you to your.
I was sleeping with a lot of guys because when you're young, people tell you that if the guy you're dating isn't the one for you, he's not the one. You just need to keep moving through. And so
Kiss a lot of frogs.
yeah, they almost kind of made me a hoe, but I was, you know, because I was like, he's not the one, he's not the one, he's not the one, he's not the one, he's not the one. So,
Been around the world and Anybody know that song? Yeah. All right, just checking.
Lisa Stansfield.
You said these men like led you to your true self. Like, did they like literally point with their dicks?
They did. They were like, pussy's over there. It's right.
Been there. Yeah.
Awesome. So now you're your true self right now.
I am. It took me a while.
But
I had to get pregnant, have a daughter, but you know.
Yeah, and now your daughter, is your daughter 19 right now?
She's 22.
Oh, wow. Wow, full-grown daughter. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's cool. Well, y'all are like, okay, moms. We can be moms out here.
We can be mothers.
Yeah.
and
Any
still
mothers
have
in the
live
house?
Sex.
No. God damn it. I always forget I'm in San Francisco. There's just like no one has children here. It's just
They're like, why are you asking us
yeah,
that?
no one wants to procreate. Fuck that. We're all we need. Fast and well, Corinna's out.
Let's all adopt each other.
Can we do that?
What do you think? Yeah, you're beautiful.
Good. Well, I'm super excited to bring out our special guest tonight, Anna Pulley. So, for those of you who don't know, our sexpert tonight has been on Dan Savage Love. She writes for Salon, and she recently has a new book out tonight that we're going to talk about, Lesbian Sex with Cats. Please give it up for Anna Pulley. Anna Pulley, come on out. Welcome. So glad to have you. Have a seat. How's it going?
It's going great. Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride, y'all.
Happy Pride.
So, Anna, I'm always so curious. How did you get into writing about sex?
So it was in Chicago. I was 22 years old, and I saw an ad, I believe on Craigslist, for
That's how all things start.
exactly for a sex toy reviewer position at Early to Bed, which is a feminist sex toy shop in Chicago. And it was not a paid position. You got paid in toys. So, and it was like a 6-page application process. It was insane. It was like, describe, the difference between a dildo and a butt plug and a vibrator in like 3-paragraph essay. Like, show your notes. I don't know. It was really intense. But so I got that. I got the position, and a few months later, I was bragging to my roommate about how I got paid to masturbate. And
That's a pretty good brag. Yeah, pretty good. Humble brag there.
And her friend asked me to be a sex advice columnist just from that. So brag about your masturbation, everyone, to to anyone that you come across.
Yeah, you could be making money too. What are you doing? You're all just sitting around on your hands for no reason. So you make money. So tell me about some of your articles. I was reading through a few, and I have a few favorites. So one of my favorites, you talk about what to do at a sex party, right? Like, you wrote about that recently. You want to share any tidbits to the audience from that?
Say that again?
What to do at a sex party when you go to a sex party and you're kind of like, what the fuck do I do?
Yes, I do it wrong. Don't do anything that I do. I go to the cat. There's always a cat at a lesbian sex party. I don't know if you guys...
There are lesbian sex parties? I have been missing out.
Haven't gotten any of the invites, Corinda.
I'm sorry. How do you know about, did you just name the secret invitation only Oakland women only play party? Huh? I know, but you said girl pile, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say you don't identify as a woman, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. How do you know about the invitation only all girl Oakland sex party girl pile? You friend lots of sex parties? Oh. All right, I approve. Okay. All right.
I love how Ash is interrogating the audience members. Like, hey, hey.
I am. Yeah, no, I'm like, we could fight later. You'll win. You're bigger than me. But I'll try. Anyway, I've decided I like you, so forgive me.
So what do we do at these sex parties that Corinna doesn't get invited to, other than play with?
I'll get you an invite to Girl Pile.
We'll talk later.
I've been to a few, and I always see like a bad plate of food that I just. It's always some salami for some reason, maybe a few pieces of cheese. But what do you do other than like eat that?
So I wrote this essay about how to fail at sex parties, basically. And so people started giving me tips. They were like, we'll help you. And my favorite one is from a friend, and she calls this Donald ducking, the Donald Duck strategy, whereby she takes her pants off but leaves her shirt on, thereby communicating that she's ready to go. But she's still, she's respecting the I don't know you at all vibe. So that's my tip for you.
Love it, love it. So you you went from writing all these different articles to deciding to write your own book, right?
I did, yes, with my girlfriend Kelsey Byer, who is here in the audience.
Hey, Kelsey. Whoop, 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 whoop.
She did the illustrations.
So tell us about your book.
So it is a humorous guide to every aspect of girl-on-girl sex and dating and relationships and breaking up and therapy. And it's all illustrated with cats, watercolor cats, in varying stages of sexual awkwardness. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say about
that. I mean, just right. So, but it's also in haikus. It's
right. It's in haiku.
in haikus. So that right there, that takes a lot of creativity and ambition to be like, I'm going to explore lesbian sex comedically and satirically with cats and haikus.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. There's nothing else like it, so we had that going for us.
Right. A good guide for the kids. My first question is, how were the cats drawn? Like, did you study cats, like, for those drawings, or did you just think about?
So it was an interesting thing. Kelsey did not know about MALBROUX, the famous internet cat who dives into boxes. You guys know MALBROUX? Yes. So Kelsey had done a few birthday cards for her friends that were cats, tied up, about to be flogged, because that's the kind of humor that she has. And we have prints for sale, by the way, if you need a Hitachi cat, which you do. So she was doing these birthday cards, and then we started watching these videos of MALBROUX, the cat, just diving into box after box after box. And Kelsey was like, why don't we do them all cats? This is obviously a perfect metaphor for our lesbian sex. So that's how that started.
I love that. And what was it like writing a book with your girlfriend? I think that would be especially about sex. It would be like, how are we gonna put down what we do?
It was very convenient. Originally, it was going to be Wendy McNown. Do you guys know her? She's this really amazing illustrator as well who lives in San Francisco. And then she got super busy and famous. So thankfully, I was dating Kelsey at the time. And yeah, I recommend it as a strategy.
You just kind of go with who's around. Like, you're here. Let's just do this.
Yeah, and it was great. She was very easy to work with, and if anything, I was the prude in this process. I was like, I don't know if we should have the cat holding the Hitachi in such a suggestive way. And she was like, that's stupid. It's a sex book. So yes, she kept me going in that direction.
And why haikus? Like, how did you come to choose haikus as the thing?
So I hadn't actually written a haiku before I started doing this. This was in 2010, and my life fell apart. My fiance dumped me. My dad got lung cancer. I was working at an internship that paid $6 an hour in San Francisco, and I was just really struggling. And for the first time, I found that I had writer's block, which I had never had before. And the way that I sort of started to claw my way out of it was to tell myself that I could write a haiku, which is 17 syllables. It's not there's not a big emotional investment. There's not a big time investment. And so I started doing that. And the first one was about how in my sort of grief, hysteria, depression, I managed to get all the way from my house to my job downtown without realizing I had forgotten a bra. Like I just forgot to put on a bra. And so I wrote a haiku about that, and that started the whole series. And obviously when I started to dating is really terrible and full
Is
of
dating
bother.
terrible? What do y'all? Yeah. Wow, we're a bunch of downers here tonight. I'm like, dating sucks. Okay, go.
Terrible, great. It's great, terrible. Yeah, so I had all this fodder, and I ended up, there's almost 500 haikus in there.
Woo!
Yeah, so you're in for a treat.
That's impressive. What's your favorite one?
My favorite one is from the lesbian sex chapter. It's called How Lesbian Sex Works. And it goes like this. Picture foreplay that lasts longer than a few minutes.
I love it.
Now, add crying.
That deserves a round of applause. Give it up for that. It's great. Do y'all have any questions? Any
Have you heard that one before?
haiku? Like Corinna's? What's going on?
I don't know. I got lost on the crying part. Like I don't know what's going on there.
I have a joke that also talks about how there's crying in lesbian sex, so it's a thing.
What kind of lesbian
right.
sex are you guys having? I'm not.
No,
That's
it's
why
like,
we have a panel, so it's different perspectives, you know.
It's like the super gay, like, oh my God, this feels so good. You're so amazing. Like, no, don't stop. But like,
I haven't had that.
Yeah. The best part is when you both start crying, like because one of you sets the other one off. So then you're just sobbing hysterically. It's really hot.
I love your face. It's really hot.
Love it. So I'm thinking about haikus. I'm thinking about sexy, dirty haikus. Do y'all think y'all could write one? Do you think you? I don't know.
I'm up for a challenge.
You're up for a challenge? Challenge, Corinda?
Let's do it.
Let's do it? Okay. I also want to see if there are any audience members who want to get involved in this little haiku writing competition. Yeah? Can we get 5 people? Let me see. 1, 2. We got 2, 3. Come on down. Come on down. Actually, you can stay right there. You can
Down.
stay. Where's it? 4, 5? Okay, cool. I got these things. Spencer, can you come out? I can't do all these things in my Spanx. My Spanx. All right, hold me back. So can you give these beautiful 5 people, I got some markers, got some things. So we're going to have a little competition. Yeah. So raise your hand if you want to get in on this. Special prize to the winner. Only 5. So we're giving away copies of Anna's book. Woo! Okay, we're gonna explain. So Anna, break it down, boo.
So probably the version that you guys have all heard is it's 5 syllables on the first line, 7 syllables on the second line, and 5 on the bottom line. So 3 lines, 5, 7, 5 is the standard. But we're not going to be counting your syllables. So if you want to like tweak it a little,
We're not gonna count the syllables. It's fine. It's fine. So we got together before the show because we knew we were gonna do this competition, and we each thought of a word or a phrase to throw out that you can choose to include. You don't have to choose all 5 words, but you should choose at least one of our words. So every woman on the show came up with a word. You want to go first with your word, Corinda?
Sure. Cunnilingus. Mine's easy.
And what's yours, Ash? Strap on. Mine was lick.
rimming.
And Trixie, what's yours? There you go. There you go. So, Evan, can we play a little Jeopardy music right now? We're going to give them like a minute or two to come up with a haiku. You have to share it with the audience, and we'll do a little competition. There we go. Talk amongst yourselves as in this little intermission. No cheating, too. Let them think on their own. And remember, you're competing for one of our lovely books and one of our lovely prizes. You're not competing for... I know you know how to do it. All right. One more minute, meaning 30 seconds, stage minute. All right, time's up. Let's hear what we got. Woo! Okay, who is ready? School's in session. Let's see what we have. We have a master here who's going to be one of our main judges. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. We want to know. Woo, that's good. What'd you think, Anna? Do you like that?
That was excellent.
Who's next? Yeah. What do we have? Ooh. Quite the question. Let's think about that. What do you have? Ooh. Nice, nice. And then back there. I love it. Do we have one more? One more? Yeah. Yes? Last person? Oh, did we only have 4? Okay, we only had 4. Give it up for the 4 people who read their haikus. All right, Anna.
Aren't they all winners?
They all are winners. They all are winners. Is there a winner?
Yeah, I liked that guy in the back.
Woo! Give it up for that guy. We have an extra special prize to get to you. Everyone, all 4 of you who wrote haikus will be coming home tonight with one of Anna's books. So congratulations for yourselves. That's awesome. So we wanted to do something a little fun, but we also wanted to give you a taste of stand-up, right? Because this is a stand-up show. We all want to laugh. We all want to see what we got. And great to have one of our very special comedians right here on stage who's going to entertain you. We're all going to sit back, family style, and watch her do her thing. Corinda, you want to get on up and show us what you got? Come on up, Corinda.
Sure, let me take my mark. Hold on. Man. Happy Pride. I'm single. I'm going to tell you guys why I think I'm single. I think I'm single because I want a woman who doesn't have a pet. It's kind of like looking for a unicorn, you guys. I told a group of my friends that, and telling a group of lesbians that you want a woman who doesn't have a pet is kind of like saying, I want a woman who kills pets. Like they heard the exact same thing. Apparently I announced I want to die alone in a very clean house, so whatever. I'll take it. but I don't go anywhere to meet women. The only place I meet women are at my shows. And they're always coming up to me. And at this point, I've just like started asking them for random things. This girl came up to me. She was like, Corinda, can I have your number? I was like, take out your phone. Let me see what's in your Netflix queue. And I didn't really care what was in her Netflix queue. I just wanted to make sure she had an account so she could add me. I'm trying to give it a Comcast, y'all. My bill is high. It's very high. And I don't want you to think I'm a stickler. Like, if you don't have Netflix, I will accept Hulu Plus. So, you gotta have something. You guys, when I first came out, like, as a lesbian, like, I didn't really think that I was gonna make it. Because the first time I ever went down on a woman, like, I ran home, like, I called my best friend, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it. Like, I can't do it. And my friend, who's not even a lesbian, she's straight. She was like, I think you gotta do that. Like, I'm pretty sure. I think it's a requirement. And so the next time I did it, like, I went down on a woman. She was like, oh my God, Corinna, that was awesome. Like, what did you do? I was like, well, I popped a little mini fruit roll up on my tongue before I went down there. Don't worry, it's lesbian approved. Like, I made it at home with locally grown organic grapes, a little kale, and some free range honey. So the bees got to go wherever they wanted to before we colonized them. So it's fine. And when I came out, like, I came out to like all my exes and stuff, and a lot of my exes were like dudes. So one of my exes was like, he was trying to get me to stay, on his team. And the way he chose to do this was telling me that he could eat pussy better than a lesbian. I was like, first of all, how could you know that? Like, what? Like, were you in the pussy eating Olympics and you bested 2 lesbians for the gold? Like, how? And where was this competition and why wasn't I invited to judge? But do you know what a conundrum that would put me in if he could eat pussy better than a lesbian? I was like, I don't know. We're just going to have to strap some titties on you and see how this is going to work out. Like, I don't know. Man. You guys, I came out kind of late, so I'm doing things now that I probably should have done earlier in life. I went to this lesbian weekend in Miami. It's called Sweet Heat, and it's just like a whole weekend in South Beach of just like a lesbian takeover. And they have like all these parties. They have like the pool party, a lingerie party, the yacht party, and they shut down a strip club just for lesbians. It's called the King of Diamonds. Of course, that was on my bucket list. And these women, they were very, very talented. There was a woman, she went all the way up to the top of the pole. She touched the ceiling with her stilettos. She dropped down at a very high rate of speed. And she stopped like a couple inches from the floor. And the only thing I could think of in my head was, you probably want to stop doing that because they probably don't have workman's comp here. And they didn't wipe that pole after the last dancer with like any kind of, I guess what I'm saying is, if I'm at a strip club and the only thing I'm concerned about are your working conditions, I probably missed the window of when I could have enjoyed this. So I just need to leave. I just need to go. I mean, I saw something on TV the other day that made me question who I am. I know we all feel like we have this moral compass that guides our life. But I was watching a sporting event on television. It's called the LFL, Legends Football League. It used to be called the Lingerie Football League, but now it's the Legends Football League because, their panties aren't see-through anymore. They're wearing like these boy shorts and push-up bras and shoulder pads and helmets and they're playing football. They're amazing athletes, and they're making very little money, and they don't have any health care. And as a feminist, that's my worst nightmare. But as a lesbian, it's a most wonderful dream come true. So I don't really know how to reconcile those feelings. I feel like if they gave them Obamacare, I could still watch. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Like, make it happen. You guys, I did a show in my home state at a lesbian festival. And it was the very first show that I ever did in my home state. And so I called my mom and I told her, and I was like, this is my first show, but I need to tell you it's a lesbian festival in the woods. And I fully expected my mom to say, well, I'll see you on the next go around. Like, I am not, but my mom was like, I'm coming. I am coming. So I had to draw a very rudimentary map to the woman who was going to the gate to get my mom, because at lesbian festivals there's two different sides, right? Like on this side, like there's like essential oils and palm readings and sweaters made out of cat hair, and then like on this side there's like apparatuses and stuff, right? So I was like, bring my mom in this way, bring her in. Like I did the whole thing. And so I'm on stage doing my set, right? And they bring my mom in this way. Of course, my set went to hell after you walk my mom in front of like tie-dye dildos, right? But then amazing thing happened. Like after the show, you set up to like sell your merch. Of course, nobody wanted to buy anything from me because my set was shitty. But then they're all like, they like clamped onto my mom because my mom is really representing what a lot of them don't have. Right? She's there, she's supporting me, she's at a lesbian festival with like titties out, like everything. And they just like clamped onto her like she was like the last raw vegan food stand in the state. So there was like, And then like a light went on in my head, because nobody's buying my merch. And I bent over and I was like, how much is this experience worth to you? Like 1999, 1788, like what? You know what I mean? And so now I don't take merch to like LGBT festivals. Like I just take my mom. Like my mom is like the Tony Robbins of LGBT festivals. We're recording her DVD now, like the ultimate power to not have a shitty mom. Like it's coming for you guys. It was weird. I don't know if you guys know this, but last year for the very first time, Cosmo had its very first article on lesbian sex. In their 50-year history, they had never talked about lesbians having sex. And the title of this article was 28 Mind-Blowing Lesbian Sexual Positions. And I didn't know any of them. It had some weird names, though, like the sexy spider, the Bermuda Triangle. But my favorite was the wicked warm-up. And I'm going to show you guys what the wicked warm-up is. Woo, woo! The wicked warm-up is you get down on one knee. Your girlfriend is standing in front of you. She throws her leg across your shoulder, and you're supposed to go down on her in that position. Now, this shouldn't be called the wicked warm-up. This should be called the wicked tendonitis flare-up, because that's the only thing that's going to happen if I get down on one knee. And the only thing mind-blowing about this is going to be how long it takes me to get back up and how much ice it takes me to get to work the next day. But thanks, Cosmo. Thanks for giving us shitty sexual advice just like you do everybody else. That's all we've ever wanted. We appreciate you. We do. Oh my goodness. Don't trip, please. I'll have to catch you. That sounds like such a pervert thing to say. Perfect, exactly. I'm a lady. I will catch you. Man. You guys, I have a daughter, and She loves Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj likes to rap a lot about what her vagina tastes like. She can make a whole song about it. She's like, it's real good, you'll see. Tastes like strawberry, mango, kiwi. I'm like, no, it doesn't. And stop creating unrealistic expectations. You got people out here looking for that. Like, some of her fans are walking around right now like, that didn't taste like mango at all, Nikki. It's not even close. Plus, those fruits are acidic. You'll have a rash. Does somebody like me? Or am I? Let's keep going. Okay. Let me end on this. How many guys in here are single? Are y'all single and vegan? Y'all's like, oh. I don't have enough energy to say I'm single. Shit. I'm single. Somebody told me to go online. A lot of people hooking up online. I was like, cool, I can do that, but I made a profile, and that didn't work out for me because I don't want to pay. And if you don't pay, all you do is wink at people, right? You wink at them. They wink back at you, and you wink again. And that's just two broke people winking at each other. I don't have time in my life for that. My name is Corinna. You guys have been awesome.
Woo!
Thank you.
Corinna Dobbins. Corinna Dobbins, everybody. Amazing. We love it. We love it. So, before we end the night, we have a raffle to give away. Are y'all ready for that? We can get the raffle on out here. Yes, yes, yes. And so we have several prizes we're giving away. Ash, you're giving away one prize, right?
I am. We'll give away 2 tickets to Man Haters. No expiration any month you want to come.
All right. So the first prize, do you want to pull for that?
Yeah, I do. Okay. All right. All right. It is 104506. 104506.
In the room, in the room.
If you don't answer, it makes me think you don't want to come to my show. It's really funny. Corinda headlined the first one.
All right, let's try again. Let's
All
try
right,
again.
That one's just for me. Okay. Ending in 507. It's possibly the same person.
Close.
Can I just give it to this person who really wants to come? Okay. All right. My boobs
Try again.
My boobs keep winning. If it's 508, I'm leaving.
We'll just blindfold you and have you pick one.
Okay. It's 464. 464.
God damn it. Who is
Spencer.
Woo!
Yay! Talk to me after the show and I'll get details from you.
Awesome. Congratulations. So our next prize are 2 tickets, a package of tickets. One, you have 4 tickets to the Frameline Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual Film Festival that is happening right now. Do you know that's happening right now? So we have 4 tickets for that, if you want to pull for that.
$459. The last 3. 459.
Yes, congratulations. So you have 4 tickets to the San Francisco International LGBTQ Film Festival. Congrats.
Congratulations.
And our last ticket that we're giving away is we have a whole gift bag from Good Vibrations with all types of fun stuff that you can play with tonight. All right, I see this audience is ready for that. We'll have our sexpert Anna pull for that one.
478.
Woo! Congratulations! Yay! So come meet me after the show, everyone who won. But let's be real. Everyone in this room tonight, you're all winners. Am I right? All right. I really want to thank our guests that we had. Corinna Dobbins. Give it up for her. Ash Fisher. Anna Pulley. Trixie Lamonte. I also want to give a shout out to our guys in tech, Evan Wardell and Ron Vargas, doing all their things, and the co-producers, Gabby Pochia and Spencer Latham. Thank you so much. Give it up for yourselves. Come meet with us. Come hang out with us. It's our 1-year anniversary. We have cake. We're partying. Come kick it. Congratulations. You just had live sex.
You can call your Uncle Sam, oh yeah. You can call my dad. You can be anything you want, be the best you ever had. I want you to break me off a piece of bread. I'm asking you to hear the words your mother said. I want you to break me off a piece of bread. I'm asking you to break me. Let's go on and on like a black, black hole. Your soul, yeah, all I'm asking, like a black, black hole, like a black, black